Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 5 Minute Crypto, the channel where we cover the most important crypto news in just 5 minutes. Back again with another crypto update. First of all, it's been a couple of really interesting days, specifically for the Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining difficulty just saw its largest downwards adjustment in history by a whopping 28%. This has already happened a couple of days ago, but I still wanted to let you guys know about the situation because even though one of the biggest drops happened just a couple of weeks ago, this is a major drop that didn't have a huge increase just prior. And also, I would say it's interesting because of the whole China ordeal. Wasn't surprising, but interesting to see such a steep decline. And people have commented a lot of different things, but in the end, guys, none of this actually really matters since the mining power, of course, has changed drastically too. The difficulty is just adjusting to the correct number. As you guys should all know, the difficulty and mining power are always in a sort of equilibrium or fighting to get there. Why? Well, so we can actually flow the Bitcoin out proportionally and properly. Then, the Bitcoin supply held by whale entities hits 2-month high in a bullish sign. This is actually something I have covered on the DustTBC channel, yet it is still extremely important for all of you guys to know, which is why I also put some emphasis on it within this video. The number of coins held by whale entities, clusters of addresses controlled by a single network, participants holding between 1,000 and 10,000 BTC, rose by over 80,000 to 4.216 million Bitcoin on Friday, hitting the highest level since May. Now, this is actually extremely important, mostly because you should understand that even though the narrative that's being put right now is, oh no, we're gonna crash further, oh no, crypto is so scary, crypto did that, this, that, yet the big guys are actually still accumulating. Investors still have a ton of interest, even though mainstream media has actually been writing it down for a very good while. And this is something I'd like to point out, which is I don't really know if there's actually an official name for the certain effect, but it's basically where a big reputable source like a bank or CNBC puts something down for a little while. We could speculate that that's so that clients can buy in cheaper. And once it's been down, all of a sudden, they start to really put up bullish predictions. And they don't just do that when the price is down. No, they do that when the price starts to recover significantly again. Then all of a sudden, they're the biggest friends of it. JP Morgan is a key example of that. This establishment, enterprise, whatever you want to call it here, crooked little nest, has got so many different analysts with different opinions that if you ever see a JP Morgan article, you better understand that the exact opposite thing has been said once before too. They have said that Bitcoin will not hold above 40K. It will hold above 40K. It said that it will reach 130K at the end of the year. It will reach 100K at the end of the year. They've said so many different things that I've really told all of you guys before now that you should not follow these guys unless you want to go on a little bit of a bumpy ride and you like roller coasters. If you do, go for it. But if you're just a normal, sane person who just wants to know about the market and wants some real information, make sure you subscribe to this channel and don't follow big media. They have a certain narrative to push, and even though if you're just watching them for the news, it might work out. But as I've said before as well, I firmly think that this difficulty adjustment is 100%, let's say 99.9%, following the huge drop in hash rate for Bitcoin, which again, the difficulty obviously had to fall too, because if there's less hash rate, then with a high difficulty, less throughput, right? You want it lower to, again, get to an equilibrium. That this is all what was supposed to happen, yet all the extra fuzz now in the end was for nothing. Why? Well, because the mining power went down, people went crazy about it, yet the difficulty adjusted, so right now we're back in equilibrium. Nothing really changed that much. It's just people's mindset though. It really just is. Now, again, I think everything will fix itself in due time. I think a lot of these waves of news are just driven by a certain force that we cannot really see. But ultimately, we are just holding on through. It doesn't really matter too much. And obviously, we don't really get surprised by this type of stuff. We know. But yeah, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe, and I will definitely see you guys again in another crypto video tomorrow or the day afterwards or whenever I think there's enough important stuff to have to make a video about it.